Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So I'm excited about today's reading. This pick a card is bringing through messages from spirit, from your spirit guides, with information about what you need to know, and the energy of it feels like there is a refresh, there is a restart, there is a new start in some form or fashion coming in for you. And so for each pile, we have a signifier card for you to intuitively tap into, see which one is calling to you. For pile 1, we have courage, and it says, "By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night." For pile 2, we have confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. And last but not least, we have, for pile 3, best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. And I do think it's interesting that we have both courage and confidence. And for those of you who maybe are drawn to both, I will share what comes up for me when between these two cards, that courage is something that is temporary, that you're feeling some fear, some hesitance, but you step into that energy of courage to move forward, to face something in your path. And confidence feels like it's a part of everyone already, that it is a personality aspect that can be grown, right? That can be nurtured into being more available to you. So whichever one feels right, and know that you will make the best possible decision. And know that my readings, I consider them to be timeless, and that because they are general, you can take what resonates, release the rest, and trust that your guides are speaking to you through your intuition, through your interpretation of what I'm putting out there, just as I am interpreting Spirit's messages. So nothing is ever set in stone, not the future. That can always change. So it's really about reading the energy now and making choices, as I believe we have free will. On that note, I look forward to seeing you at your selected reading. Hi, reading 1. If you were drawn to the card of courage, this is your reading. So, let's get into it. Okay, absolutely. You're tapping into your strength. We've got some major arcana already off the bat. Oh my gosh. Pile 1, this is big energy. This is a shift in your life. It's major. It's timeline shifting. This is an important time for you. And like I was saying before, with courage, you are having to face something. And it is potentially quite frightening on some level. You could feel vulnerable, but Spirit is saying that you have this strength, this courage within you already, and that you just have to kind of take the reins, let that part of yourself take the lead, take charge. There is some action here that needs to be taken, and it's like taking that first step, taking that leap, going in a direction, being brave and facing the unknown, and it will be in your highest and greatest good that good will come from this. And Spirit is saying that even if you're feeling fear right now at this point, once you take that next step, it will no longer be in the forefront. You will be so much happier and at ease in moving in this, what feels like it's a new direction for you in some aspect of your life, that it's what feels like it's built up to this point where now it's up to you. It's totally up to you and how you move forward. And so Spirit is encouraging you. Spirit is with you at your side through this. Yeah. Oh, wow. You are protected. Archangel Michael. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. Michael is so on point. I almost see, the man in the chariot as Michael. There's armor and like a bold, strong energy that's kind of emanating. And so this is definitely someone you can call on to boost your energy, to kind of build up that courage within, to call on Archangel Michael. Okay, and we have Speak Your Truth, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. Yeah, so in taking this next step, it could be that part of the struggle, that kind of internal conflict about moving forward, it could be that you are worried about how people will perceive you, how you will come across in making this decision and moving forward in this way. And Gabriel is coming in here to clean up that line of communication, as well as what feels like your own mind, your thoughts around this, like bringing in more clarity and energy around how you feel about yourself in moving in this direction and taking these steps. And Spirit saying it won't matter how people respond and perceive you in taking this step and making this decision, because you will be flying high. You will be in that chariot, and it's like that negativity is nothing in comparison to your strength, to your determination, to your authenticity and your genuine approach to life. And do not let that even take 1 minute away from your life, your goals, your intentions, your integrity, that you are in integrity and you are meant to, fight for what it is that you desire, that you know is right for you. A lot of imagery of armor and shields, so you are protected. And you are also meant to be seen as this strong individual. Okay, so we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So this is why Spirit's coming in and saying, have courage. Because it does feel scary. It feels threatening to change, to make a new kind of decision that feels so big. It is scary when there's unknowns and variables that we can't possibly know all of them. And Spirit is saying that it's really just, it's old stuff that doesn't need to be in your life anymore. It's not you anymore. It's now more of a barrier. It's more of a limiting energy, whatever this is that maybe worked for you in the past. It's not for you anymore. And you know this, but there is some of that hesitation, and especially with the Chariot, there is this victory, like right there on the precipice. There is this like launching point into success, but there's like that you're not quite yet going full force. This image is still showing a stillness. So Spirit is encouraging you to shift. Yeah. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And this is very much like the energy of the Tower card in tarot, with the crumbling of the tower that has become not a place of refuge. It's now a prison in some way, and the lightning coming in and cracking you open, that is, tearing you down to your foundation. But the good thing is the foundation is your authenticity. It is your truth, and this is part of the divine plan that's unfolding for you. Okay, we have Lakshmi and Ganesh. Yeah. Prosperity, vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. And that's, what a beautiful pairing. That's exactly like what you should embody as your courage to move forward, is that powerful energy. And especially with Ganesh, and knowing how Ganesh will help you to break through and overcome any obstacles and challenges in your way. Ganesh is here to help you clear that path forward. So you will be double protected in moving into your truth. And from that place, you are building anew. You're building anew on this new foundation that has been presented to you. And it is, yes, it's a little bit intimidating to think, oh, I have to build this now. I'm stepping into this. I'm leaving the old behind. Well, yeah, It's not necessarily easy, but it's going to feel so worth it to put the time and energy into this path. It's not going to feel like work. We have Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. And I feel that this is very in line with the vibration of prosperity and generating wealth, abundance, happiness. It's the energy of the pentacles. It's something you can really tap into and utilize. This is going to be a fruitful, I want to say, opportunity, a path. And the beauty of this is that the Earth, as the planet, has all the resources that you need. And Earth as a material, it is solid. It is meant to be utilized in a way to build, to create something in the physical world as a manifested matter, right? And there is this balance, knowing that with this energy, there's this full potential, but that with Earth and working in this physical way, to have the awareness that you can feel within you intuitively the outcome of this, and that you are called to this. But in the moment when we're living in our kind of human mindset, we can feel sometimes that the earth element is limiting because it needs more time to grow, to process, to work its way into our lives. So the angels are here, your guides are here to really encourage you to commit to this path, and knowing that this powerful energy is moving in to support you, and that you have the resources, you have what it takes. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it, pile one. So I want to look at your last message. Okay, and I'm going to read from the book for this. This is the Magic of You Oracle. You have doable. The key is within your grasp. Yeah. It's like you're taking that key in your hand, and all you have to do is unlock the door. What you seek is within your grasp. As with all yeses, there are adjustments. Release yourself from a lingering mental prison of fear that you are not enough, that you are not worthy. You have the right key, don't doubt it. It's time to be grateful for your teachers, even the ones whose lessons you don't necessarily like. Past lovers, past employers, bullies, cyber stalkers, all had lessons to teach you. Incredibly, when you meditate on gratitude for these lessons, the struggles around you dissipate. The key to opening the rest of your life hovers within your grasp. It's yours to use. The girl of doable fearlessly breaks through the glass ceiling and grabs the potent symbol of her getting of wisdom, the golden key. Tears of blood are shed, residues of past pains and losses reflected in the carved face on the entryway above her, are now transformed into power and assertiveness. If this card is drawn at a time that you are seeking to step up into the next widely acknowledged level of success, whether it be career advancement, passing a test, being accepted into an institute of learning, this card indicates that the answer is yes. Yes! Pile 1, absolutely. This is you taking your power back from anything that was keeping you from your own divinity, your truth, and you are taking that next step. You are fully supported and this is happening for you. It's unfolding for you. And it's so positive. It's like it can't miss you. And this is something that I've heard from my own teachers, my own mentors, that if something is meant for you, you cannot miss it. It is unfolding. It is your divine plan. It's in your blueprint for you to experience this, to be making this choice and moving forward on this path. The only thing holding you back is really just within your own mind. So release those limiting beliefs when they come up and allow yourself this abundant path forward. I am so excited for you, Pile 1. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more readings from me, then please subscribe. I would love to have you here. I wish you all the best. I give you my love. Until next time, bye, Pile 1. Hi, reading 2. If you chose confidence, this is your reading. So let's get into it. We'll start with tarot. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. And so, yeah, with 5 of Swords, the first impression there is that there could have been a situation where you did come out on top, but you're left feeling a lack of confidence in the outcome, and that there was more that happened that was not expected, is what it's feeling like, that was not anticipated, that kind of surprised everyone involved and you as well, because there was more of a loss with this outcome, is what it feels like, that there was something going on within your life, and although you kind of came out unscathed, you can see that there was more that changed, that there is some, it may not be as potent as grief, but there's an acknowledgement that there's loss at some level. And so this could be what Spirit is bringing up for you with the Confidence card and with the Knight of Cups coming in. This could be an energy that is kind of, I feel like, coming in to save the day. Maybe this is a particular person in your life, and maybe this has to do with love or some type of relationship, or really a connection maybe to your path. With the 7 of Pentacles, there is that energy of kind of being unsure about the outcome of the situation now. That, okay, you've, come to this point, but now there's still that, well, what's going to come of this now? And because we're always in this kind of cycle of growth and up-leveling, that it is a spiral that we're moving on. So we're going to have moments of what feels like highs and success, and then we're going to come to a point that feels more low and we're questioning what's going on. But the good thing is here that it feels like with this Knight of Cups, there is a fresh energy. A soothing drink is what it feels like. A refreshment to boost your confidence in what it is you are working on, what it is you have invested in, what you have fought for. I think maybe some of you had your confidence shaken up a bit because maybe people didn't quite react the way you had hoped, and you are just feeling some self-doubt, feeling a bit discouraged. And so Spirit is here to boost your confidence and to kind of reignite that passion within you. Let's see, we have leap of faith. Okay, I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Spirit's got your back, and there is that hesitation, right? Of like, well, maybe it didn't quite work out the way I'd hoped at this, like at the start of this. But Spirit is encouraging you to continue on, and that what feels like this next cycle is going to have a much better, kind of easier, more flowing outcome. It's not going to feel like it did before. That there is more of that sense of being carried through. The angels are going to support you through this. We have don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. So yeah, this could be that, there was sort of some dynamic relationship circumstances that just didn't work out, and you maybe didn't get the support or reaction or response that you'd hoped for. And Spirit is saying to not internalize this, because it's not you. It's people are all on their own path, and you are not meant to control them, and your success is not taking away someone else's success. And if you felt that way, or if someone has said that to you in some way, Spirit is reminding you to remain confident, because you're coming from your heart. You have the best intentions, and you will see the results. There is a bit more, waiting, a little bit more patience to see how it's all unfolding. Yeah, and we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Yeah, you're being held by the angels. You're being carried and allowed to glide through this next point. And maybe some of you do need a bit more relaxation, some time out from this situation of getting caught up in it, because it seems like it could be stressing you out. So between meditate and deep replenishment, you need some time. You need some self-care, because it's like what Spirit's saying to me, if you're running ragged in your body physically, you're going to not feel confident. I mean, you really, what I'm feeling is you need the strength physically in your body. You need your body to feel good to support that feeling of confidence, and to feel it in your heart, to feel it in your soul, to feel it in your mind, and as you're thinking confident thoughts. But if you're feeling ill, if you're feeling unwell, that really just kind of ruins everything, right? Like if you're feeling sick, you can't enjoy. So Spirit's saying, please pay attention and support yourself in whatever you need. You have the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah. I'm getting a message again it was actually in pile 1 as well. And it's that if something's meant for you, it will not miss you. It cannot miss you. You cannot miss what is meant for you. Different ways to say that. But you have walked this path before in previous lifetimes. If you believe in past lives, you have all this within you already. You actually have this confidence within you. And it's a matter of kind of feeding that fire within, allowing it to expand, and it outshines the negativity, what feels like judgment and lack of support that you have had in this lifetime. That's kind of what I'm feeling is like the challenge, the lesson is overcoming that quite natural response of having doubt and wanting to fit in, wanting to be accepted, not wanting to be rejected. But Spirit's saying there's more for you out there, to not give up on this path. We have Serapis Bay, paradigm shift, activation. To grow, make the necessary change. Yeah, this is a huge shift, and I can't help but notice this card and this card having a lot of similarities in color and structure that feels like, the triangle, the point. That is a powerful energy activation, bringing more light in. If you do have a meditation practice, bringing the light in, building it up around you, and using that to solidify your confidence in your choice, in your path, in your purpose, what you feel called to, and that the answer is already within you is what I'm hearing. That what feels like maybe you've been waiting for an outside answer to come to you, but you actually have this answer within you already. You know the way forward. And so it's a matter of kind of allowing it to come online, to be activated, to activate that truth within you. We have transition. You have paradigm shift and you have transition. So this is a major shift and change for you, pile 2. And that's why Spirit is saying that this could be taking a toll on you, and to be kind to yourself, to keep coming back to practices that help you replenish your energy. With transition, we have the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Yeah, so that's surrendering to the process, and that there is ease and grace to be had in this process of transition. Spirit is coming in and saying, again, we've got you. We are carrying you through this. And even if the other people in your life cannot at this point support you in that way, you still have absolutely what it takes. You've done this before. It is integrating that knowing into your entire system, mind, body, spirit, so that you really resonate and believe that this is unfolding for you in the exact way it should, and that you have what it takes. You have what it takes, absolutely. So let's look at your final card. Yeah, okay. Euphoria, honor yourself. Yeah, euphoria. Okay, I'm going to read from the book. But I feel like that honor yourself is exceptionally important for you, pile 2. That self-care, that believing in yourself, positive self-thoughts, that is honoring yourself, your divine self. So we have the white goddess with a feathered snake/swan countenance. Represents the sacred fusion of air and earth. Divine inspiration bonded with earthly tangibility. There is a sensual aspect to this card. It is now your duty to honor your physical self in an exalted way. Have you been abusing your body? Wow, okay. Sorry, I'm surprised. This is a new deck to me, and I'm excited to get to explore it with you. Okay, so poor eating, excesses of toxic substances, and dragging yourself through workouts you don't enjoy is punishing, not celebrating yourself. Don't put anything in your body that is not worthy of your goddess status. Quality over quantity is key at this time. Awaken to your sacred self. Be selective about who you allow in physical proximity to you. In matters of sex and sensuality, do not share your sacred self with someone who is not worthy of you or who does not treat you in an honorable and respectful way. The woman of euphoria holds her hands gently and seductively over her heart as she considers the blessed magnificence of her reality. She is quiet and reflective. This is a deep inner comprehension, not bound by society's laws and others' opinions. Inside, she is infinite, and her physical form is the gateway. Wow, pile 2. Yeah, that energy of the Knight of Cups, if that's a person coming in, if it's a relationship coming in, there is an end to something previous with the 5 of Swords, that you must have faith that this is happening, that this new energy is coming in for you, and that you deserve it, that you deserve more, and that it doesn't matter what other people say or think. Like, their opinions don't define you. And to keep respecting yourself, your energy, your body in all the ways. Again, mind, body, spirit. You really can't have one without the other. And to honor all of the divine aspects of yourself. Pile 2, that is the message here. And to be confident in who it is that you are and who it is that you are calling in, having those expectations, having those standards. It is not for others to define those for you. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then please subscribe. I would love to have you here. And I wish you all the best. I give you my love. Until next time, bye, Pile 2. Hi, reading 3. If you chose best possible decision, this is your reading. So let's get into it. And we'll start with tarot. So, okay, we have the 8 of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay. Ooh, and we have the Devil. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so with what feels like a call to the universe to help you make a choice, I feel that there's a few things coming up here in feeling like you've been bombarded with a lot coming in at you and you having to defend yourself, stand your ground, try to keep your footing is what I'm feeling, and that it can feel chaotic. There's a lot of moving parts here, pile 3. And I also feel like on one hand, you feel kind of stuck in this position and it's not very comfortable. And I feel that with the Devil. I also feel like you may be concerned that you don't know enough and may fall victim to something in making a decision and making a choice and making a move or taking some sort of action towards something, but you are worried that there's not enough yet that you know to feel confident, to feel reassured that you're doing what's best. So Spirit is acknowledging this, and do you feel like Spirit is encouraging you to let the pieces fall where they may with that 8 of Wands, that there are messages from your guides coming in to help you. There is a message here about picking the battles that will serve you. And so to trust your sense of discernment in which battles are going to serve you to engage in. I hope that makes sense. That not everything is going to be worth your time and energy as far as the ending result, that it may not bring you the clarity that you need. I do feel like a message about not going down rabbit holes or off into tangents as far as where you're putting your mind, your energy, your time, that you don't have to know everything. Pile 3. It's kind of a matter of being open to what it is you need to know. But you can't control it too. So we have the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. Okay, so if some of you have been feeling really caught up in this energy, stressed out, stifled is a word that's coming to me. You almost desperately need to ground out in nature when you can. This feels like a practice where it would really benefit you to do it as often as you can, even if it's only for a short amount of time each time. You need that kind of reconnection at a consistent level to help you clear some of this chaotic energy, any antagonistic energy that what feels like maybe you've been holding on to this as yours. And with the Devil, it's a reminder that we can choose whether to hold on to this, that we still have free will, that we aren't as trapped as we may feel. Of course, we're all faced with situations and circumstances that can be tough and challenging, and it's not like we can just run away from them and they go away. But Spirit's saying that there's more that you can do here than you may have realized. So let's see. We have new beginning. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Yeah, you are ready for this shift. And I do feel that there is this question or ask of the universe for change. And you are faced with that now, with that shifting energy, but you're unsure of what's next and how it's going to unfold. And I do feel like Spirit's saying there is some level of trust here and having faith that if you stand in your truth and defend yourself from unjust, unfair, like accusations and attempts at like knocking you down, it's not about retaliating necessarily. It's about being committed to your truth, your perspective, your reality, and falling back on Spirit when you feel that is not so easy for you to access. You know, we all have those moments where we start to feel quite unsure of what it is we're doing and why we're doing it and if it's going to work out. And so if you're in that position, Spirit is reassuring you and really wants you to, again, get grounded. And like, I can't remember which pile had this, but it was like, take a time out. I think it was just reading 2. But to take a breather and work on regulating your nervous system, maybe doing some yoga, some focusing on breath work if that resonates for you. Yeah, we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You've been through it for sure, pile 3, with this energy. There's been a lot going on. You have, with new beginning and the initiation, this has been the challenge for you. Whatever it is that's been unfolding and that you've been juggling, and it feels like you're almost like you're just at that point where you're not sure you can take it anymore. You're at that threshold now. And there is this faith and trust to take that leap and to go ahead and cross that line. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, I love when this happens. So we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You're breaking the chains in the Devil card. The restrictions, the limiting beliefs, the old structures that have, you know what's coming to mind is in families, like, oh, this is always how it's been for us and it's always how it's going to be. Well, that's not true. It may be the reality of what's been going on, but it doesn't have to be the present. It doesn't have to be the future. And Spirit's saying like this is actually a choice to leave those shackles and chains in place or to break them, because you absolutely have it in your power, in your authority to do this. Like, it's not controlling you anymore. It really has no power over you. Pile 3. I'm getting the message. You are your own miracle. Because that's like, you are of nature. You are of the universe. You have that creator energy within you. And not to doubt your power, your divinity. That has been a theme throughout all of these readings, is recognizing who it is that you are as divine and worthy as anyone else and that you have more strength and power than you know, and that this is meant for you to defend that you are worth standing up for. It's like standing up for yourself, I'm hearing. I feel like maybe people have told you you're not worth it, that your ideas aren't worth it, that you're meant to live a life in a box of, like a limited cookie cutter. It feels like, when people cast these words on us, like you're always like this. It's always going to be like this for you. That is, if you take it in and accept it, that's casting a spell on your life, and Spirit is saying, like, you are recognizing this now. Absolutely, pile 3. You are recognizing that is no longer who you are. You are not chained to that old paradigm, and you are ready to move into this next phase. And I just feel like it's not even possible for you to make the wrong decision unless you just decide not to change, not to make a decision. I feel like that's what it's getting at, is that there's really only one way forward. And it's a matter of you recognizing that, to not change is to hold yourself back in some way. And it's not to judge, we all have our divine timing as far as when it's right for us, when we are ready as individuals, that we can't compare our lives to others and how they might unfold at a different pace, that they can inspire us for sure, but we cannot define our lives by another's playbook, right? So you have the Atlanteans, evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect, acceleration. Yes, legacy, ancestral patterns. This is what I feel like you have been born into this life as a miracle, as the soul who has taken upon themselves the duty, the responsibility of healing ancestors, healing the ancestral trauma, the limitations that have been passed from life to life. And you are creating a new legacy, one of progress and growth. And again, like with the energy of this reading, what Spirit was telling me is that it's all about refreshing energy, renewing energy, new starts, resets. That is what you're doing, and it's so powerful, pile 3. Oh my God. Yeah. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Yeah, it's really impossible not to change. And what I'm feeling is there's this message around choosing not to change is still a choice, right? And it's still going to shift things. And it is time for you to shift in a big way, not just for yourself, but it will reverberate out in all directions, in all timelines. And there's so much fresh energy that is available to you. And like with rewriting the future, you're literally rewriting it. You are creating a new playbook, a new handbook for yourself, that as you are the author, you can make changes to it when you want. Like there's no set rule. And this is a major shift and realization for you, pile 3. And it's very exciting. It can be scary, but it's so powerful. And Spirit is saying it's going to get easier once you have committed and crossed that threshold, that you have made that choice, that you've stepped into that new reality, and to keep taking that time when you need it to ground and release any overwhelm. Because this is an intense process of healing. They are recognizing that, and that you've done well, that there is no rush. That's the other thing. There's something about this is a major, huge shift, and you cannot expect it to take any particular amount of time. There's no judgment of time. So relax in that, if you've been feeling critical of the time that this is taking, do your best to release that and hand it over to Spirit, to trust Spirit. Oh yeah, epic. Okay, pause in your journey, and I'm going to read from the book. But yeah, taking those pauses honestly is as important as taking the steps. You have to respect that process. And there definitely is a theme where in all of these readings, and at some level, there's this kind of respecting your needs at every level, mind, body, spirit, and allowing yourself time, that there's always going to be kind of ups and downs as we're on a spiral, as we're on that path. The highs and lows, to keep trusting and knowing that it's not always linear in how it feels as we're on this path. When an epoch is drawn, it may feel like life has been split down the middle. The corresponding card in traditional tarot decks is the Tower. This process can be traumatizing and painful, but all meaningful change comes after a time of great destruction, a clearing out of the old to make way for the new. Just like volcanoes and earthquakes will violently rock the planet to create new continents, cataclysmic and destructive events in our personal lives will bring new opportunities for growth and evolution. The act of purging makes way for the eventual new path of action. However, a quiet period of breakdown and decay is also essential for regeneration and rebirth on every level: physical, mental, and spiritual. The man of epic is torn asunder, but the flowers of inspiration are slowly blooming around him and within him as he pauses in his journey. Take peace and solace right now. Wait before you make your next move. New developments are ahead. A sign will appear, like the bird poised on the man of epic's knee. It is drinking the nectar to pollinate. You and your life are growing, becoming. Yes. And like Spirit was saying, that there will be signs coming in for you that you are recognizing, encouraging you And so get out in nature, because you will find those signs in nature around you. And that tower moment, that lightning striking, it's clearing that path forward. It's revealing that new opening, that opportunity. You have so many openings here. You literally are crossing, from this point to this point where you're seeing the light and stepping out to take flight, to take that leap of faith in a completely new way. And you're giving yourself that time and space to change, to build your journey, to, again, allow things to grow and bloom, and for you to be nourished in this process. So as this healing process, to keep regenerating on this path, because it can't be rushed. You have to still give yourself what you need. It's not about the timing and like how fast you can shift something. It's more meaningful and much deeper than like a superficial change. You are supported in this, and Spirit is helping you to recognize what's important here and where to put your energy. So look for those signs. I hope this reading was helpful for you. I thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, I would love to have you here. And I wish you all the best. I give you my love. Until next time, bye, Pile 3.